Last couple of cars rolling their way out. "25 laps the distance for the non-wing 600s. Tom Hansing from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway and IndyCar, your flagman for this one. I'm Bob Corson. It's my final race to announce tonight. Trouble off turn 4 for Russ Gamester. We're racing. Gamester, a little trouble on the start. Give the lead to John Ormsby. Fedorchuk to second. Then it's Sanders. Eric Rudolph. Larry Joe Schroep. Gamester back to 6th. Now Janish on the inside. He'll pick up a spot. Jason Ormsby with the race lead over Mike Fedorchuk. Trouble down the front stretch. Slow. The 57 of Daniel Robinson drops out. Jason Ormsby, Mike Fedorchuk still first and second. Eyes on Eric Rudolph in 32. He's sizing up the 21 of Clay Sanders, trying to take over third. Fast qualifier Matt Janish back in 6th place. It's Jason Ormsby out front and pulling away. Back through the field. Trouble now for the fast qualifier Janish. Janish with a problem on the number 14, caution out. Also problems for the pup, Phil Bozell in 83. He's able to right his and keep going, but the fast qualifier track record holder, number 14, Matt Janish, heading for the pits. Jason Ormsby, Mike Fedorchuk, Clay Sanders, Eric Rudolph, Larry Joe Schroep, Russ Gamester, the top 6. Then it's Richard Smith, AJ Lasecki, Jonathan Lasecki make that. Coming to green. Ormsby with a good jump, pulls away again. Ormsby, Fedorchuk, Sanders, top 3. Ormsby a little out of shape out of turn 4, lost some ground. Now spin down turn 1 and 2. Larry Joe Schroep goes around. Larry Joe was racing with the 49 of Russ Gamester, and Larry Joe ends up facing the wrong way, yellow out. All looking for their first Rumble wins. Green flag back out. Eric Rudolph had thoughts of the outside lane. Rudolph looking racy, trying to find any kind of room he can. Rudolph takes a peek to the outside on Sanders. Ormsby still with the lead over Fedorchuk, Sanders and Rudolph. Gamester in 5th. Richard Smith in 6th place. Bicycling off the corner, the 32 Eric Rudolph still trying to find somewhere to go. Blaine Culp working his way up through traffic in car number 34. Jason Ormsby out front with that race lead. Now Rudolph with a little bump and run on Sanders, couldn't make it work. Kim Hughes picks up a spot, driving by Sean Grace. The leader's about to hit traffic. 69, Blake Lamb just in front of the leader. Spin down the front stretch, it's Blaine Culp. Blaine Culp goes around in car number 34, puts us under yellow. He'll be doubling up tomorrow, green flag out. Bad restart for Richard Smith in car number 12, goes all the way to the tail of the field. Problems for Smith, was running in 6th place. Here's Rudolph with a run to the inside, picks up 3rd. Rudolph flashes around Sanders for 3rd. Ormsby, Fedorchuk, Rudolph, Sanders, and Gamester the top 5. Richard Smith riding around, trying to get to the finish in a wounded car. Here's Rudolph looking to the outside on Fedorchuk, couldn't do it. Eric Rudolph sizing up the veteran Mike Fedorchuk. Puts a bumper to him, gets a run down the inside. Lots of contact at turn 1 and 2. Rudolph picks up 2nd. Damage to the left front corner on Rudolph. Fedorchuk goes around. Yellow flag out, Mike Fedorchak spinning, and Eric Rudolph with a bent right front. The steering now gone on Rudolph's 32. Ran out of room down in turn 1. Now Jason Ormsby with Clay Sanders behind him. Russ Gamester third, Jonathan Lasecki fourth. Kim Hughes in a top 5 in car number 6. Back to green. Jason Ormsby, Clay Sanders, and Russ Gamester the top 3. Back through turn 1 and 2. Still Jonathan Lasecki a distant 4th, and Kim Hughes. The 7 of Jaden Rogers, and the 34 of Blaine Culp. Fedorchak works his way around Lamb. Big wheel stand down the backstretch for Rogers. Lap to go for Ormsby. Jason Ormsby down the backstretch. He goes wire to win the non-wing 600 feature. Sanders second, Gamester third, then Lasecki, Culp, Kim Hughes, and Jaden Rogers. Jason Ormsby and a little bit of redemption as he ran into some issues last year at the Rumble. Ended up having to give his car up to somebody else to drive for him in the feature. And this year comes back to score the win.